everybody! It is Friday, and it is Flip Through Friday, and I'm Christina, and welcome to Scrapcraft and Stitchery. Thank you so much. Come on in and join me. I am so excited to share this with you, and it's been a journey. It has been a journey trying to share this with you, but let's not go into that too much. I think I recorded this twice to begin with and lost my recording before I got it posted last week, and tried to re-record it and couldn't get the camera to work, so I skipped last week, and I was so excited to show this to you. So now I am recording this, and this is like the 7th time's the charm or something, so I'm hoping this works. Flip Through Friday is hosted by Gwen the Trash Witch, who is wonderful. Please watch her channel. And follow along. I will link that below. I'll try to link all the channel names below too, so you can go through the list from my channel to wherever your heart's desires to take you, because everybody's fabulous and they share so many wonderful, just a variety of things. But today is really special for me because what I have is baby's book. This is my dad's baby's book. This is my dad's, and his mom put this together, and my aunt gave it to me several years ago. So I've had it for a while, and I pulled it out the other day, and it is amazing, and I love it. So I'm going to share this with you today, and I have been through this, as I may have mentioned, multiple times trying to make this video work. So this should be pretty good. If it's not, this is as good as it gets. First, this is the baby's book from birth to 7 years, but of course, as these things go, I have never seen one of these like complete. So, spoiler alert, this does not go through 7 years, but it could, and that's wonderful. And my dad was born in 1946. And again, I should know this. So, this is all beautiful artwork from around 1946. And it is beautiful. Look at these baby pictures. So, this book is full of it. So, my dad was born on Friday, August 9th, 1946 at 10:20 p.m. and he was born at home, guys. It says at Frank Barr's home, and that makes sense. They lived out in the middle of nowhere. I've been out to here. They lived in a I want to say like a 2-room farmhouse. 2 rooms. We're talking about like open floor plan, and I have seen this. It was a very small house, and my grandparents raised 7 children in this house, and it was the place my dad loved more than any place else in the world. So that's where he was born, and it's just in the middle of North Dakota. There's nothing out there. You get to it out a dirt road. My cousins still live out there. My aunt has lived out there her whole life. But anyway, my dad was born, and he weighed 7 pounds, 8 ounces, and he was 20 inches tall. His first callers were John Willers, yes, and Aunt Teresa and Uncle Albert. And I think that the Willers must have been the neighbors, because you see them kind of coming up again and again, and I have figured out that they must have been the neighbors, because they would have been the ones to show up first, because I know where this place is, and I know that it was a very tight-knit community too, where everybody kind of relied on each other. So, because they had to, because that was really, would have been like, I mean, a lot of all there was. And so this is the family tree, and my grandparents, Frank and Catherine, are mother and father, and my grandfather, Frank, would have been, you know, my dad's father. And he came from a long line of Franks. His dad's name was Frank, and his dad's name was Frank, and so he was Frank Jr., and he was Frank Sr., and there's a Ferdinand, and then it became F, so he wasn't a third, he was a junior, I guess. Anyway, because they shortened it. So, and these were his parents, Carl and Mary Holf. And I know stories about these people who I'm not going to share all of that, but, and Teresa Barr. And my grandmother's side I'll talk a little bit about, because Katie and Marcus Wax are kind of, within our family, I guess I'm going to say they're famous just for the fact that it is that part of the family that always has the family reunions that I get invited to. So they're very family oriented and kind of remain to be very close knit and keep in touch and wonderful. Absolutely love going to family reunions when I can. And my great-grandmother, great-great-grandmothers, my great-great-grandmothers, their name was Tormiyashi, which always strikes me as being very Japanese kind of sounding name, although it's not really spelled that way. But I think they came from Romania, like, kind of an area. So that always kind of makes me wonder. And then Anna and Nick Wax were Marcus's parents. And so, anyway, a lot of details there about who I am, in case anybody is wondering, and where I came from and how I got to be here, kind of, sort of. Not in my life, but in a broader sense. These are my dad's footprints. I love this artwork around here, and it's just so cool. These are just such tiny little feet. Very, very cool. And then we have a picture of my grandma holding my father, and the thing that always I find rather remarkable about this picture is honestly that when I look at it in person, it's very blurry, and it actually looks, the camera seems like, when I look over at the camera, it kind of fixes some of this automatically, I think, and changes the contrast, so it's just a nicer picture when I look at it on screen. It's very interesting. This was taken by Elbar, who, I don't know who that is, but I feel like it must have been my grandfather's brother, I'm thinking. They had, I think there were 12 people, 12 children in my grandfather's family, and 13 in my grandmother's family. So they had a lot of brothers and sisters. And here we have, they kept measuring him until he's all of 3 months old, and he was 24 inches, grown from 20 inches at birth. And weight, we have, he was, remember, 7 pounds 8 ounces when he was born, and he was 25 pounds when he was 9 months old. And I love this picture of this little baby with their finger in their mouth. I think it's just so cute. Love these pictures. I think that the highlight of this is baby's first words were mama, daddy, up, down, bye-bye, night-night, hi, Abin, and doggy. And Abin So I will say my dad's name is Alvin, and he is one of 7 children that Frank and Catherine had. He is the oldest child that they had, and they named their children in alphabetical order. And my father's name is Alvin, and he has a sister Beverly, and a brother Curtis, and a sister Dorita, and a sister Edith who passed away when she was a baby, and Aunt Vanilla, and Uncle Jerry. And that's how I remember my aunt and uncle's names is, they're in alphabetical order. So I just have to get one of them for each letter of the alphabet, A through G, and I'm there, right? So that was kind of brilliant on their part, I thought. Baby's food, she talks a lot. It's been very concerning that he didn't like his bottle milk very much at around 3 weeks old, but he has come around to it, and he likes every vegetable and all fruits, and he doesn't like eggs. And so that's pretty notable. And he took his first steps on May 21st, 1947. So he was not even a year old. And his mom was there for that. And he recognized his mother and father at the age of 5.5 months. And he uses simple words at 8.5 months on. And his obedience was good. And in response to punishment, it was he would listen closely. And here is the birth announcement. And I am going to say that I have noticed that this baby book, there's no place to write baby's name in here. And so we find out that through the birth announcement that this book is about Alvin Richard. And his parents are Mr. and Mrs. Frank F. Barr. And is this not adorable? It's just such a lovely card. I wish you could feel this paper because it's very cool. And it is, as is all of this book, written by my grandmother. So it has her handwriting, and it's just very special and lovely to me because it is. Just to have this record is very cool. I mean, this is the idea behind junk journaling is largely, right, to leave a record like this. So there's baby's teeth, and there's some information about him teething here, and what he likes and he doesn't like, and he likes boxes and jar rings, and measuring spoons and paper, and he does not like his blocks. So it sounds like he liked to help in the kitchen a little bit, doesn't it? And he is amused by radio, mama's singing, and loud noises. Is what little Alvin liked. And his health record, we find out that he had the measles at the age of 7 weeks, and he had pneumonia at 6 months, and he was in the hospital for 2 days, 49 hours, and had penicillin shots for that, so that was good. And this is pretty much the end of the record as it was kept. There is no more entries, but there are some cards that Grandma kept from when my dad was born. But also, these are just lovely, lovely images. They're so sweet. Place for mother's notes, and birth certificate got taken out of here because I'm sure it had more important things to do later. Announcing a new model, and this is an empty birth announcement, but it is so cute. And it's kind of funny. It's, you know, announcing a new model, body type, squirm about, smiles per gallon, plenty. It's very, very cute. And there's all these like little tiny cards that people gave to my grandmother when my dad was born, and it says, "Congratulations, kids," and this is from Mary Ann. And everybody had this like handwriting very similar to my grandmother's handwriting. It's really just a great thing to see. This is from Lucille Wallstrom. I don't know who these people are, but the John Wilkers, here they are again, and I think that these were the neighbors. Just this tiny little card, and it's so sweet and cute. And like this train has glitter on it, and they're decorated on the inside as well. Just adorable. And there's just pages and pages. These beautiful congratulations cards. This is "To Daddy from Mama. Congratulations, lucky fellow, lucky parents." Oh, there we go. This one's a little lamb. It's so cute. From Julia's, Catherine, and Richard. And just the most adorable artwork on these cards. Just so sweet and so thoughtful. I love these little pansies. So pretty. And then there's this feather on the stork. Very, very cool. Congratulations to both of you. Just beautiful artwork. So soft, and it's like, looks like this thread is actually stitched through there. It's just embossed paper though. And this one is actually a piece of yarn on here, and I love this like artwork. It's so sweet with like the cherry blossoms and the little baby bonnet and cardigan. This is from Rose and Ben. And this one, oh, it's got a cute little bib on the inside. These are just so sweet. This one, it's got this fuzzy blanket. This also has a fuzzy blanket. And then the stork. The stork is so just adorable stork. And this one has this pattern paper cut out, and the little booty has this shiny pink patterned paper. Just very darling, darling. Look at these little bluebirds. Look at that. New baby and proud parents. And you got this musical notes. And these beautiful little ribbons of toys and all the baby things. So cute. I love this clothesline with the diapers hanging on it. It's just so adorable. That's one of my favorites. This one is very fancy. Look at this. The new ruler of your hearts, it says. Best wishes to you and the new ruler of your hearts. Ooh, careful now. This is from Catherine and, oh dear, Geet? Crete. Seat? Pete. Oh, my gosh, it's gotta be Pete. It's gotta be Pete. Okay. Congratulations on the new baby. Oh, how funny. Bill, Barb, and nieces. There you go. Beautiful pram. This is kind of an angry looking baby on here. Look at this one. Look at his face. Looks like he's scheming. And this one, I mean, this is like all got this kind of a furry texture on it. It's very intricate cards they had. Very beautiful. Look at that baby with the blue eyes. And this is a list of gifts that my grandmother wrote. And so this is all in her handwriting again. And just how precious and sweet is this? There's a white sweater from the Schwiballs. I am going to stop trying to read people's names because every time I try to read one, it's something that I can't figure out. Oh, here's Pete and Catherine. That definitely is a Pete. Now that we have that sorted out, that's good. Awesome. But this is very cool for me because this is all just, you know, it's my grandma's handwriting. It's very cool. Very precious for me. And that's it with the baby cards, but there are, at the very end here, a couple of cards from when my dad turned 1. And so, just very cute, a little sailor boy, and a little bunny with his little rattle. And that is all that's in here. There is no more pictures, no more. But I hope you enjoyed the flip through of this very precious, to me, baby book, and enjoyed seeing some of these. The cards are fantastic and the artwork is very cool, and it's fun to kind of think back and about my family and where I came from. So that's, I think, what all of this journaling and stuff that we do is about, really, kind of at the end of the day, is telling our stories and preserving that so that they'll be around later. So I will leave you with that and follow the hashtag. If you enjoyed this, I would invite you to sub to my channel at I greatly appreciate everybody who subscribes. Hit the like button, and I would greatly appreciate it if you left a comment and tell me what you think. And thanks for watching. Until next time, stitch scrappily and scrap happily. Bye-bye.